Okay, we're exploring exponential functions here. For exponential functions are in this form. The coefficient is a, and the base of the power x is b for base. So this is an exponential function. Your a value is your initial amount. Your a value talks about your initial amount. It's also your y-intercept. Your a value is your y-intercept or your initial amount, what you're starting with. Your b value is called your growth, or depending on what kind, or decay factor. Your b value is your growth or decay factor. Another word for that is it's kind of like your rate. It's kind of like your rate. The b value is your growth or decay factor. It's your rate. The a value is your initial amount. It's your y-intercept. So, for this particular problem, our a is 3, our b is 4. Now, if your b value, the reason this is an exponential growth is my b value is 4. Exponential growth are when your b value is greater than what? Exponential growth are when your b value is greater than 1. Exponential decays are when your b value is less than 1. And your b value is greater than 0. It has to be between 0 and 1. Okay? Alright, so this is a growth. How do we graph this? We're going to make a table down here. We're going to start with 0, then 1, and then 2. We're going to plug those numbers in, calculate the outputs, and then graph it. So here's our equation. So we have y equals 3, and that's 4 to the 0 power. X is 0. So what's 4 to the 0 power? Anything to the 0 power is 1. So that's going to be 3 times 1, which is 3. When we plug in 1, we have 3, 4 to the first. That is 3 times 4, which is 12. And when we plug in 2, we have 3 times 4 to the second. You see how the x is the power here? And what's 4 squared? That's 16. That is 48. Next, let's plot all those. Again, all I did is I chose 0, 1, and 2, my easiest numbers. At 0, I'm at 3. So at 0, 3 is maybe right around here somewhere. Is that okay? At 0, you went up there. Can you see you go by tens here? These are by 1s, these are by 10s. So at 0, you went up 3. At 1, how far up did you go? At 1, you went up 12. So at 1, we're up here at maybe 12. Not maybe, but at 12. Kind of got to approximate because we're going by tens. And at 2, where'd we go? At 2, we are up 48. So at 2, we're up all the way to here. Now, what you see is you have an exponential growth. This is a growing, and it's growing very rapidly. Now, and the graph will look something like this. Now, the graph over here will never touch the x-axis. This is called an asymptote. We'll talk about later. So the graph will go along here, hit that point, and then it's got a curve. That would be your graph. Again, it will never touch y equals, it will never touch the x-axis. It goes along that, and then it curves up and hits those dots. One more thing you should notice. That is a 4. What did you multiply 3 by to get 12? 4. That's called your growth factor. 4 is your growth factor. So I multiplied 3 by 4 to get 12. What did you multiply 12 by to get 48? It's always going to work that way. It's really simple. See right here? See this dot? This dot is 4 times as high as this dot. This dot is 4 times as high as this dot. Each dot is going to be 4 times as high as the previous dot. Do you see why it grows as a curve, kind of really sharp? Because each time you're multiplying by 4 the previous spot. That's exponential growth.